heal our divisions, to recommit ourselves to the founding idea of our nation, captured in our Declaration of Independence. Now, the ideals in the U.S. Declaration of Independence have not only guided progress in the United States, they have also served as an inspiration for countries all over the globe, including right here in Kosovo. Whenever I have the honor of meeting with Speaker Konjuca in his office, I take a moment to look at, reflect upon, the signed original of the Declaration of Kosovo's Declaration of Independence, concluded not on a hot, muggy day in July 1776, but a cold winter's day here on February 17, 2008. And I know that Kosovo's founding fathers and mothers, and many of them have honored us with their presence here tonight, drew inspiration from the U.S. Declaration of Independence and our Constitution as they drafted Kosovo's Declaration of Independence and subsequent Constitution. And while there are a number of very powerful statements of principle and aspiration in those two documents, I'd like to highlight one from Kosovo's Declaration of Independence. Quote, "We declare Kosovo to be a democratic, secular, and multi-ethnic republic, guided by the principles of non-discrimination and equal protection under the law. We shall protect and promote the rights of all communities in Kosovo." Now this text, this eloquent text, is part of Kosovo's promise and part of the basis for its independence. The United States is proud of the support we've given to the people of Kosovo in conceptualizing and subsequently realizing its ambitious vision, and we remain absolutely steadfast in doing so. And just as the United States continues to strive to live up to its founding ideals after 247 years, I hope we can agree that at times Kosovo as well has not fully lived up to the promise of these ideals, notwithstanding remarkable progress in the last 15 years. So in that spirit, I want to affirm that the United States and our partners stand with the people of Kosovo in full support of advancing and achieving its founding vision, the democratic, sovereign, secular, multi-ethnic state. And I ask you to please have in mind that as we and our partners offer advice, as we ask for things that seem to be or that really are difficult to do, as we take actions in consequence of and response to decisions that feel not fully consistent with the advice, we do so consistent with our long-term commitment to support the people of Kosovo in coming closer to these very ambitious ideals that they have established for themselves. So today, as we celebrate 247 years of the United States of America as a free, independent, sovereign state, we also want to acknowledge and celebrate together the 15 years since Kosovo achieved its well-deserved independence, the remarkable progress that the people of Kosovo have made in that short period of time, and the promise of additional progress to the benefit of all of the people of Kosovo. Now, as I conclude, I want to just quickly note that events like this don't happen spontaneously or by themselves. We have over 1,000 guests here with us this evening. I want to acknowledge our outstanding team and our hundreds of volunteers, so ably led by Claudio Ballesteros and supported by Jessica Muzio in pulling this event together. Can you join me in giving the embassy volunteers a round of applause? And I also want to thank our many sponsors who were so generous and without whom this event would simply not be possible. You will see their names listed on signs throughout the event this evening. With that, thank you so very much. Thank you for joining us. Happy Independence Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador. I am now pleased to welcome the President of the Republic of Kosovo, Vjosa Osmani Sadriu, to give remarks.
Mr. Ambassador, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Prime Minister, friends of Kosovo and friends of the United States, happy 4th of July. There are indeed very few countries in the world where love of your country is so deeply connected with love for America. In our country, that feeling is second to none. Whether you talk to a grandma in Dragash, a young man in Prizren, a farmer in Shala Bajgoros, or a woman police officer in Mitrovica, whether you talk to young people while they are enjoying their nightlife in Pristina, or while on a hiking in the amazing mountains around our country, love of Kosovo and love of America are one. While the 4th of July is indeed a proud day for all Americans, it is a day of vast gratefulness for the people of Kosovo. The unity that this day sparks is not confined only within the United States. It goes well beyond its borders. Americans at home and abroad are united through a festive spirit celebrating the values and the ideals that this great nation is built on, while reaffirming their commitment to one another and to allies around the world to continue to preserve, promote, and further advance them. Equally so, in every corner of Kosovo, we join Americans all around the world, not just to celebrate this important day, but also to express our utmost appreciation for our long-standing partnership and for the contribution that the United States has made to our freedom, our independence, and our state-building process. But equally so, for the support we continue to receive as we walk on our Euro-Atlantic path. Dear friends, while successes have historically shaped our alliances, the challenges were not absent either. Yet, we always persevered and thrived because a partnership that is built on solid foundations and shaped by joint future aspirations is a partnership that is bound to last forever. When we met last year, we were hopeful that this would be eventually a year where we would reunite under the free skies of Europe. We were hopeful that our continent would finally be at peace. Unfortunately, that is not the case yet. Hence, even though today is a day of celebration, it is also a reminder of the fact that the values that unite us are the values that must guide our actions in overcoming our mutual challenges. These are the values that we must continue to collectively defend and protect, because the struggle for freedom and human rights is far from over. And when the democratic values are critically under threat, the need for unity, partnership, and alliances becomes even greater. Dear Ambassador, U.S. diplomats, American friends, the United States has long been a beacon of inspiration for the Republic of Kosovo. We will always continue to look up to the United States. I always say that we are, in fact, an extension of American values. So when we say Kosovo is your home too, I truly hope that you feel that strongly with every passing day. To us, the United States, it's not simply an ally, but rather a guide and a leader in our global efforts to champion freedom, democracy, and justice for all. The support that the U.S. has historically extended to us has not only been one of crucial importance, but it has been one of existential dimensions. I'm confident that numerous chapters of cooperation remain to be unveiled between our two countries, but it is the backbone of this alliance that makes us rest assured that the path forward is the right one. The U.S. stands as a synonym to our freedom and liberty. Because of your determination, our liberation struggle culminated with the right to choose our very own path. You graciously offered us aid in reconstructing our homes ravaged and desecrated by the fires of war. You provided unwavering support in establishing the foundations of our institutions, spanning from our police force to our constitutional court, and in formulating the laws that sustain the tranquility of our nation. The foundations of our young republic stand as a testament to your unconditional dedication to upholding peace of our sovereign state. The principles that embody the U.S. permeate every aspect of our Declaration of Independence and formed the cornerstone of our arguments before the International Court of Justice. It was the U.S. that consistently advocated for us in various forums and meetings, whether it be to solidify our statehood, secure recognitions, or assert our undeniable right to sovereignty. You have stood alongside us in constructing our military, ensuring its growth adheres to the highest NATO standards, and its readiness to contribute to global peace and stability, a role it already fulfills. Nothing showcases that better than the symbolism of the very first uniforms that were worn by our members of the Army right after the KSF was created. They were United States uniforms, uniforms that were previously worn by U.S. soldiers. An army that came to our rescue and turned into a savior of our lives and a defender of the values of freedom and democracy. So, dear friends, let us remember all this and so much more whenever someone might feel that there are challenges to this partnership. Let us remember that it is the duty of us all to make sure that we defend and nourish this alliance, as it is this alliance that keeps the foundations of our statehood, sovereignty, and territorial integrity so strong. Let us remember that our greatest power lies precisely in the partnerships that are built in shared values, but also in our shared vision for the future. This is no time for doubts or questions, let alone disagreements. Instead, this is time for appreciation, gratefulness, and dedication to being there for one another and supporting one another. So on this U.S. Independence celebration, let us all recommit ourselves to the ideals and values that the heart of every American and every Kosovar beats to. Today, as we honor the sacrifices of those who came before us, let us never lose sight of the fact that it is only through joint actions and efforts that we can shape a better future for both of our countries and our peoples. On behalf of the people of the Republic of Kosovo, once again, thank you and a very happy 4th of July. Long live the U.S.-Kosovo Alliance. Thank you. I'm Dita.
Thank you, Madam President. This concludes the formal portion of tonight's event. Please enjoy the party accompanied by the live music of Mita Latifi's band and later DJ Dandara. And please remember, no smoking or photographs outside of the designated areas. Thank you.